Okay, it is time for the poor man's rust cleanup. I'm going to use a drill with a wire brush, a little bit of water with vinegar and dish soap mixed in it, clean it up some on the bad stuff. Then we're going to use this, some of the Rust-Oleum Rust Reformer. Okay, that is good enough for us. Well, good enough for me. The rust won't grow. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that little license plate is fitting in there right now. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of our multi-purpose construction adhesive around the edges of it to make sure it seals. And then we're going to use self-tapping screws to hold that little plate down. And then it's the next guy's problem. I decided while I'm here doing stuff and using this caulk, I may as well go ahead and put on our glove box cover. Only the best in construction grade adhesive for our Volvo. Okay, now I just need to find something to hold that on there probably. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. How is that for luxury? There, bring it up. Whoop. You can look at that. Keeps the sun off you in the rear. The rear seat's back in. I got it pretty well cleaned out.
Just talk really loud.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. It clears up after a while. We actually have the address of the original owner. We're going to the car wash right now for the first time in this thing. We'll clean it up. And then we're going to go and see if the original owner still lives there and if they recognize the car at all. Go for it.
Huh?
Go for it.
The people only live 20 minutes away from us. Not even. But we had to take a playground break for the kiddos.
Alright, we're here. Gotta go knock on the door, see if anyone's home. Well, maybe we'll come back and try another time because someone turned on a light inside, but I don't think they want to talk to us right now, maybe, or maybe they just don't want to talk to us. So, it was a good try.
Maybe we can come back.
Maybe. This is the next day, and it's already covered in more bird poop than I have ever seen. But on the plus side, I did fix this piece of the trim. Yes, here on the Volvo. Sorry, this is the rear driver's side door. I pulled off the panel, and as you can see, this linkage back here had come totally disconnected. It's supposed to ride up in that U channel right there, but it is down there. We got to put that in, lubricate all of this, slap this back on, and then the back driver's side door will work. Also, I found this screw down in the channel. The other one is missing. This will have to replace it, and those are going to go there and there to hold our handle in. Because if you remember, the handle does that right now. It's just loosey-goosey. So we're going to fix that. And here is the door handle now. I can't even explain how satisfying it is to have just the door handle work again. It was so satisfying, I went ahead and adjusted the front. Now, it opens very easily too. Shuts good, opens good, it's great. Gotta disconnect the O2 sensor. That runs right to there. There we go. Got it out. So I'm going to try and keep stoning this surface until it's all shiny and flat to help it seal. I'm also going to try taking a small stone to this surface, knock down any high spots so those new gaskets will seal. This I may try and sand with sandpaper and glass. I've seen someone do it before and it did help it seal. That is what we are trying to see. Even, flat, machined surface. That's what we want. See, this is after a few hours. This is after like an hour, probably, maybe 2 of sanding. You want to try and be even across all 4, but with a piece of glass and a sheet of sandpaper, you can really make a good surface for that gasket to seal on better. So I'm almost out of battery here. I'll try and make this quick. We got our brand new O2 sensor put on and tightened outside the car. It's easier to do that way. We have this face sanded off. Well, it is idling better. So I did just drive it around the block real quick, and it does seem to run quieter and better. I notice I don't have to give it as much throttle. Down here, for that vacuum leak, I just put some silicone on it for now. Hopefully that will hold until I can get a throttle body gasket and the gasket for the idle adjustment down here. So the next thing that I really need to do before going into work is install these. This way we can put child seats in the back and clip them in, because these seat belts do not lock the way a modern car does. For this part, you want a hammer, a punch, and a drill with a drill bit that is very close to the same size as the diameter as each side of this bracket. Then you need to hold it up. Now we want each of these brackets located really close to where the seat belts are. That could be a problem. Yeah, that's pretty advanced, but one thing at a time. I'll just sweep that out of here. I don't want to go too close to the edge because I feel like that's going to make it start rusting around the hole in the seam sooner. But if I go too far this way, the seat won't go on. This is really just an experiment for me. I don't know. Let's go here and here. Sure, why not? There it is. Next, you want to get both nuts even. Plop it in. And then from underneath, you want to put this piece on. And then your other 2 1/4-20 bolts. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get about 2 threads on each side exposed. Then I'm going to come and tighten from the top. This way it's hanging out as high up as possible. It's a little far back against that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get onto that, but I'm going to try. All right, let's do the next one. This one pokes through right there, just enough. This one, you can just barely squish through down here and see it right there. Let's try it with the car seat. Well, there we are, not bad. With the car seat installed and the car now running better, I thought it was time to take it on our first road trip and put it to the test. We took it along Highway 94 from St. Louis to Jefferson City, then to Lake of the Ozarks, down south on Highway 54 for a weekend vacation. Everything was going great until we had a valve stem start leaking on the front right tire around the town of Dutso. I put the spare on and then we headed to Treelore Auto Shop, and I have to give these guys a shout out because at 4:45 on a Friday they put 2 new valve stems on the front tires while the whole family got to sit and relax in the car. They have a long history in the area of competing and winning mud runs and drag races, and if you're ever driving along Old Highway 94 and near Treelore, make sure you stop in and check out their shop. Tell them Defiance Garage and the guy with the blue Volvo sent you.
I was stopped dead in my tracks by a beautiful young thing with a tattoo on her back. It said life is filled with music, life is filled with sin, but the two remain divided all the way until the end. As it turned out, she looked familiar. I just didn't know from where and when, but I knew it right there and then. So I laughed it out to myself. I just wanted her to let me in. Oh, won't you let me in? I said, hello, Miss Sunshine, how the hell you been? To my surprise, she started crying, said my time ain't making sense. I've been going through some changes, and I don't know if I can win. You know this life would be much simpler if we could all start at the end, start at the end.
You're not gonna do it over stop at the stop sign?
I'm gonna do it right here.
Oh.
What's happening?
You better go quick.
What's happening?
Go, 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 go. Wah!
It's green.
Oh no, it's green. Go, go. Wah!
There.
It's
See,
like
it's
a
fixed.
race car.
Good job.
Fixed. Thanks.
I am you, and you are me, and everything is everything, but we forget it every now and then. Changes leave our minds in a bed, so laugh it out to yourself. You can start your life at the end, start your life at the end.